I just want to say thank you very much to all of you for being here to the show that we announced a week ago, 5 days ago, something. It's crazy. Last night I was at the Emma Goldman release show, and I was feeling so warm and proud of our scene and all the incredible people, and for everyone to come out last minute to support an important cause. It's just really beautiful. I'm really grateful for all of you. Yeah, and for anyone who has not seen us before, I'm not sure if there's any first timers, but I just want to make sure that you're aware that the set we're going to play for you contains really explicit mentions of sexual violence, just violence in general, in both the lyrics and the sample content. So if you hear anything that upsets you, please take care of yourself. You can come talk to me after about anything that you want to ask questions about in the samples in particular. My name is Tay. Also, we have a full room, which is fantastic, but if anybody needs to leave, thank you, Ray. I don't need it anymore, thank you. Thank you, Ray, for getting me a protein bar. Yeah, if anybody needs to leave at any moment for any reason, just raise your hand really high, and please, everybody pay attention for a raised hand and make room for them, so we can have people exit as fast as possible. And with that being said, yeah, we're gonna make lots of noise. Oh yeah, free earplugs, if you need them, over here. Free earplugs, masks, first aid kit, whatever you need. Don't be afraid to take them, protect your ears. Okay, now let's go.
When I grow up, I want to be an astronaut. When I grow up, I want to be an artist.
When I grow up, I want to be a football player.
When I grow up, I want to be a cat hotel owner.
When I grow up, I want to be a baseball player.
When I grow up, I want to be...
Turn my pain into something useful. I spent my life trying to turn my pain into something beautiful. I wanted to write romance novels. Now I need perfect control over my victim narrative. The story of a girl who was sideways and powerless. Cliche, right? About being powerless as a girl! I wanted to own an animal sanctuary with my baby sister. But I was bitten by a dog, and now animals scare me. I wanted to write romance novels. I wanted to feel safe in my body. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a singer! I spent my life learning the right way to scream so people would listen! 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 Listen to me, please! This is not a song! It's a bar! I learned so
it until you discover that you like it. And at that point, you ask for more.
Bodies. I never learned how to get them out of my mouth. I never learned how to get them out of my mouth.
So everything turned out all right because you prevailed.
Right, and that's
the point.
the thing.
And you weren't a victim in the sense
Pick
because...
up the pieces.
Right.
Yeah, go on with your life. Right, move on and...
So how long before that beautiful body was being used again? Probably for years you wouldn't even use it.
Oh, no, you gotta get right back in
In
it.
the saddle?
We have to find some way to keep the rapists off the street. Now, there are different ways of doing it. Law is only one way of doing it. I myself favor violence. Deeply, I favor it. And the reason that I favor it is that the law isn't working. And as long as the law isn't working, women who have been attacked or who are being attacked need to be able to understand that they have a right to defend themselves against anyone who is attacking them.
to this emotion? How can you act opposite to this emotion? Interior, a girl's bedroom. Nighttime. The girl is on her back in the dark, staring at the cut. No, sorry. I could do better. Again. Interior, a girl's bedroom. Nighttime. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been cut. Sorry. Again. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been weighing on her for a long time. The room is lit by the face of her cell phone. His number is dialed. She's finally going to cut. Again. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been weighing on her for a long time. The room is lit by the face of her cell phone. His number is dialed. She's finally going to let him have it. At first, I thought I was only dreaming. You cut. Again. At first, I thought I was only dreaming. You saying you've only ever known violence, but there was a cut. Again. But there was a kindness in what you cut. Again. But there was a kindness in what you did. How each night you cut. Again. How each night you waited for me to leave so you could cut. Again. How each night you waited for me to leave so you could be alone with my body. It was just a dream. Each night I sunk into the cut again. I sunk into the cut again. I sunk into the dark. I woke with different limbs, teeth stitched to the back of my lips, and fingers sewn in the wrong places. And I still feel the cut again. I still feel the weight of all that skin cut again. I still feel the weight of all that skin cut again. I still feel the weight of all that skin. While you wake up every morning, stepping light as ever. Does your wife know that cut again? Does your wife know that cut again? Does your wife know that you stuck your hands on my cut? No! Does your wife know that you stuck your hands on my back? Everyone after you is trying to cut again. Everyone after you is trying to cut again. Everyone after you is trying to amputate, but all I do is bleed. Cut again. All I do is bleed. Cut again. All I do is bleed. Will you tell your children bedtime stories about me? The sleepwalker, crawling with teeth, fingers in her mouth. Too many hands. Cut again. Too many hands. Cut again. Too many hands to go. Too many hands to go. Too many hands to cut. I want to cut again. I want to cut again. I want to give it all back to you. I want to give it all back to you. I know what you did with all you knew. I know what you did with all you knew. I know what you did. I know what you did. I know. I know. Interior, a girl's bedroom. Nighttime. A girl lays on her back in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Something has been weighing on her for a long time.
100% responsible for their actions, but that is within a particular political context. And when we're talking about patriarchy, misogyny, which is the hate of women, and a rape culture that's held up by heteropatriarchy, white supremacy, and capitalism, and environmental violence, that man is responsible for his actions, but he is not responsible for being brought into that context. Our boys are being raised in a rape culture, and then we're individually holding them responsible as if they invented misogyny. They didn't invent misogyny, they're swimming in it. As activists, we believe it is our collective obligation to change the structures of inequity, the structures of social injustice that promote a rape culture. Then, if we don't serve this young man who's willing to talk to us, women and children are going to pay forever for that, and he is going to suffer. All of our suffering is connected, as is all our liberation, and our paths to liberation are connected with each other.
Thank you.